Well, we've got a team, a HVRP team, and we've been able to keep and retain them for the last 3 years. We think one of the things that works for us, and it's not everybody, but the thing that works for us is the fact that they're all veterans. Social work doesn't really pay that much, you know, and this is kind of a social work, you know, and so it's got to be somebody who's not in it for the money, but somebody who's in it to want to help veterans. You know, that's really the key thing there. One guy was right out of the Air Force, so I had no skills in any of it, but the point was that you can teach the people how to do the paperwork. You can teach them where the employers are. They weren't familiar with the neighborhood or the area. They learned where the employers were. They learned where the jobs were, how to do the paperwork and the applications. You could teach somebody to do all those things. If you can't teach them to care about these individuals. But I've learned since then, though, that there are other family members. You know, one lady that works for us with the SSVF program, for example, does our supportive for the family members. Her whole family is Navy, her children are in the Navy and the military. So, you know, it's just as important for her, you know, to step in into. So, I mean, it's not, you don't have to be a veteran, but you have to be concerned about a veteran. So that's really kind of the key that's really made it important to them. They want to help them and hold it together. We have two programs. We have a rural and a urban program. The urban program has a lot more supportive networks, things around it, and they have a tendency to turn over more. In our rural program, there's less to do, so you have to learn more of all the other facilities and things that would be networks around us. A lot more to choose, less to choose from, rather. So once you understand where all the resources are in a rural situation, it really kind of empowers you to know, you know, all that's going on there and how important it is that you can relate to the veteran to get them out of their cars and houses, you know, out of the woods in our case, and actually show them where the food is, where the housing is, work with the partnerships that are available. So that's an important part. HVRP is laid out so organized. I mean, as far as your deliverables, what you have to report and what you keep track of. If you share that information with everybody, if everybody knows where the goal is and what you're doing and how you're proceeding along that path, you know, it's not a secret in the vault. You put it out. I do spreadsheets and put them out on the tables to let people know where you're at. How many do we need to make to stay within the numbers and the boundaries of what we're asked to do in performance goals? So tracking that and sharing that, it really makes everybody feel like they understand their contribution to the overall program. So.